We did have a long conversation. I'll talk to him later then. I first had a mustache.
No,
I could go through it. I feel like I could go through it. I feel like my patience level is pretty high today.
Okay. Mine is gone, dude.
Dean's is cooked.
Mine is
Taylor,
so
thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you? First had a mustache.
19.
How old are you?
19.
Did you vote Trump?
Thank you, KB.
And
Yeah,
I
I
think the $10. Thank you so much. Why'd you vote Trump?
Well, I was gonna, but I was forced not to.
Okay, but would you have voted Trump if you could? Okay, why so? Okay, they just left. Nice, dude.
Dude, I need a spa day after that shit.
Need to get a massage, bro. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
The president can do what he wants, right?
Hey, Jesus Christ, how old are you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm up.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm up with Dean and Parker. I'm 40.
And did you vote Trump?
Yeah, I voted Trump.
And why'd you do that?
Because we gotta turn this economy around and fix the immigration, man.
Okay, so then why did Donald Trump undermine a bipartisan border bill?
Well, because he's an idiot. But
So then why did you vote for him?
for political reasons, that's why he did it. They're going to pass the same thing in two months or a month or something.
Yeah, by the way, Hayden's not in the box, everyone. Also, Dean doesn't want to talk to him right now. I'll talk to him later.
No. If he is in box, feel free to add him up.
He's not in the box. And Diana, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Sorry, what were you saying? Jesus Christ.
I'm saying that your immigration policy is going to get passed, the same policy. So
Yeah, but like, I mean, you didn't want it to get passed a year and a half ago?
well, I heard you on a live the other night saying that the border crossings are lower than they have been since Trump or something, right?
Yeah, the end of Trump's administration.
Okay, then does it matter that they didn't pass it?
Oh, okay. So then are you arguing that Donald Trump, day one, could have closed the border?
Well, you just kind of blew right by that. So immigration is down without that legislation passing, yes?
No, not disputing that, but it didn't fix all the other types of concerns that affect people long term, and it's likely to get shot down by the Supreme Court. That's why we would want it to go through legislation. Again, Diana, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, Diana.
But why did it get lower without legislation?
Yeah, because it is the case that there was an executive policy. So an executive order, push the woolly hat, which means that Donald Trump also had the power to do that exact same executive order, but didn't do so day one of his presidency. He didn't do remain in Mexico day one of his presidency. He waited years until 2019 to implement it.
Right. What about the economy?
What about it? Like Donald Trump trying to increase prices through the use of tariffs?
Yeah, you guys don't want Canada to be the first 51st state?
Oh, yeah. One, it wouldn't make sense for Canada to be one state. Two, we would only do so if they democratically elected to be a part of the United States, which they have not done.
Right. Why do you think Justin Trudeau stepped down?
Vote of no confidence in Trudeau, and he also saw incumbent presidencies around the entire world lost.
I have a question. If you'd be okay with Canada becoming a state, Greenland becoming a state, are you okay with Puerto Rico becoming a state?
Well, it's already a U.S. territory.
No, should it be a state?
Oh, should it be a state? Sure. Why not?
Really?
Republicans don't advocate for that. Typically.
Would you be okay with DC being a state?
Why not? Sure.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Would you be okay with just like the U.S. kind of like taking the whole world over? Like if it was all okay, if it was democratically elected in every country on earth to become a state of America, would you be okay with that?
Well, I was asking you guys. I'm not saying that
Yes.
we should not be Russia and
Yes,
Canada.
I actually would. If the entire globe wanted to join the U.S., I would totally be okay with that.
How about you, Jesus Christ?
Well, as a speaker for Jesus Christ, I would say we should be a global community.
So one world power.
Well-
that sounds like globalism. That sounds like the elites that are trying to control you. That's so bad. The new world order.
Listen,
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys an economic question?
Oh, and
Okay.
Chad, I'm actually totally serious. If everyone around the world wanted to join the United States, I would totally do that.
Right. I mean, I'm okay with that too. Can I ask what your work history is? Both of you. I want to know your work history.
Why?
I'm curious.
TikTok.
Okay, before TikTok.
Wait, chat, how's that a weird take? I'm saying if people democratically elected around the world, they also respect human rights around the world to at least to the degree that we do in the United States.
I'm
I think
okay
we do
with
it
Parker and
perfectly,
this.
but we do so with the comparative to a lot of other places around the world to a greater degree.
Exactly.
I don't see the issue with it if it's democratically. Like the issue is that it wouldn't be democratic, so I would not think it's justified for us to like take places. I don't agree with expansion like that. But if it's democratically elected, there's no issue. But yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so I'm curious about your work history, the both of you, as kids.
I don't. Why should I share my work history with you? I mean, it's pretty extensive.
Because it's relevant. It's relevant to a economic question. Oh, you have an extensive work history. You don't have to go into detail if you say you have an
I
extensive.
have zero work history outside of this.
Okay,
That's relevant to this.
that. Well, Dean, what did you do? Did you?
Ran a creative agency. We did full stack development for multiplicity of companies, brick and mortar, commerce stores, e-commerce stores, real estate companies. Worked on ad campaigns for a long time, as well as I managed one of those brick and mortar stores. I helped out with the creative company on both their front end and their back end. So I mean, I even got into like payroll management. Taxes.
Wait, why is this even relevant? Why do you care?
accounting.
Well, I'm just wondering if either one of you had. I'm trying to figure out where you guys fit in economically. Have you got your hands dirty growing up? Did you have to mow the grass? Did you have to? Did you have to?
Yeah, well, why is that relevant? But sure, yeah. Well, it's like
Did you have to start? Did you have to have a starter up job where you had to flip burgers for 3 months and then you just quit? I mean, we all
I
did.
did.
Actually, yeah. I actually literally did do
didn't.
that. My dad did make me get a job at Wendy's.
I did.
That's awesome.
I just did school.
And that's okay, Parker. But this is great. Then let me ask you this, Parker: Who mowed your grass?
I didn't have grass. I live in California.
Yeah, but you said you're from Iowa all the time.
Yeah, when I was like younger than 12.
You
My parents specifically, like, they prefer to mow the yard because they just like to. That's like one of their pastimes. They like doing that.
so your dad.
So no, my mom actually liked it.
But they didn't. They didn't make
They
you
never-
do it ever.
No, I mean I did it like once, but it was never like I was made to do it like younger than them because they always just liked doing that. I had to do other things. I had other chores. They just liked mowing. Like that just
But you did have chores at least.
yeah, of course.
I like that. I mean, I'm assuming you're. I'm not saying you're wealthy, but if you came from Iowa to California, then they must do pretty well. Is what I'm.
Yeah, and I
getting.
think every kid should grow up in the way that I grew up.
Okay.
I acknowledge that. Like I don't dispute that. What's the issue with that though?
You think every kid should go up without getting their hands dirty and learning a little?
I think every kid should grow up having to have the opportunity to be able to have the level of social mobility that I've had, right? Every kid growing up should have the ability, right, and the means to get an education, to have access to healthcare, education, not extensive levels of debt, right? Like that's the society I believe in.
Here's actually I have a interesting perspective on this. I feel like it falls right in the middle. So like on one hand, I actually do see a little bit of value in like quote unquote getting your hands dirty. Like for instance, the time I spent at Wendy's, I was exposed to so many different lifestyles with so many different struggles that I had never experienced myself and wouldn't have any understanding on if I hadn't worked in these places. And I think that is incredibly valuable insofar as it can produce a society that's a little bit kinder to one another. Because when you could better understand, different people's different struggles, you're more likely to be empathetic towards them. But I will say at the same time...
No, but you just made the point. No buts. You just made the point to Chat and to Parker.
There is a but.
Okay.
But at the same time, I hopefully will be good enough, well off one day where my child won't have to work at Wendy's like I did. My child won't have to grow up in a broken household and be homeless for a while like I did. Not have to deal with parents with DRUG problems like I did. And of course, that will
it's not even about the not
of,
working at Wendy's thing. It's just like the fact that people have all of their necessities taken care of and they're treated in that type of way.
But my point is what Parker just said. I want to be able to take care of my kid and I want to give him a very high quality of life. But simultaneously, you do raise a good issue because you also want them to be understanding of other people's struggles. So I think the main question is there a way to prevent my child from going through the same struggles I went through, while also raising them in such a way where they're understanding of other struggles.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys want to be able to teach your kids how to change a tire when they're in an emergency on the freeway?
So, I mean, I don't know how to do that, right? I would specifically tell, like, we'd obviously look it up. We'd educate ourselves on that. Like, I'm not having kids right now, right? Later in my life, I might learn those things, but right now I would just call AAA. Like, that's just how it works.
That's just not how it works, but it does. That does work. But
Well, Jesus
That
Christ,
is
when you live-
exactly how it works. I don't know
when
what
you
you're
live
talking
in
about.
when you live in LA, like AAA is like a completely fine thing to understand.
Yeah.
And in fact, I would say, like, especially with like the highways in LA, you don't really have a place to pull off and change a tire. Like, it's actually kind of
Exactly.
dangerous to do so. Like, yeah, I know how to change a tire. It's good information to have. But is it that conducive towards some like level of utility in LA? Probably not. But you know, everyone, yeah, okay, know how to change a tire. It's cool. And Parker could learn if he wanted to with a 30-second Google search. Yeah.
I can show them. If you're in LA and you break down on the freeway, I highly suggest this is what it all goes back to. You need to drive on the flat tire safely.
Why does this matter?
Safely and at the edge till your first exit and get off the freeway, and do not attempt to change the tire on the freeway. That's the dumbest thing you could do. And don't even get out of the car on the freeway and go get for help. Just wreck your rim and get off. I'm giving good advice right now. Wreck your rim. and get off.
How does this relate to the topic of conversation? I kind of got it with like the whole understanding different people's.
Well,
struggles
you
is
made
not
my
really-
point. You made my point. You guys are highly educated kids. I'm gonna give you that, and I'd like to see the whole world get that educated too. So I agree with that point Parker made. But you got to also be able to get your hands dirty on the way up.
No one's disputing that we require like work within our society, and we want to like incentivize people to like work, but we also have to acknowledge there are conditions that people are put in where that incentive is essentially gotten rid of because they're just like literally like fighting to like be able to get by the basic things. They can't even get further than that because they're living paycheck to paycheck. That's for a majority of Americans. They live paycheck to paycheck, cannot afford a random $400 expense, right? And that like issue existed under Trump's administration. It existed under the Obama administration, and it's something that we need to deal with in this country. Now, who are the ones that are actively doing things to help these conditions? The Democrats. Republicans are doing absolutely nothing. Trump doesn't have a housing affordability policy, a healthcare policy, a child care policy. These are major issues. Donald Trump didn't have a single one. All he had is concepts of a plan for a healthcare policy 9 years into running for president of the United States. That's a joke.
Yeah.
No one questioned him on his policy. No one talked about it enough. Right? It was a major issue that he does not have policy. He ran on just vibes.
I would much rather see you two advocating and pressing for a third party because I don't disagree
Third
with
parties don't have the ability to. You have to fight within the context of the two-party system until we establish laws that allow for there to be ranked choice voting or other type of party mechanisms to exist. Right now, that does not exist. It is a two-party system. That's just how it works.
It is a two-party system, but you just gave some kind of solution to until we do. You just gave it a but until we do. So that's what you should be helping to advocate for.
That's what I do.
Because you guys are so intelligent. But my economic question came back to this. It comes back to immigration and all the work visas. So when I was 14 years old, I did work in the fields. I detasseled corn in Iowa for $3.35 an hour.
I grew up in Iowa as well. My question is, do you think that Trump had that lifestyle growing up?
No, and I'm not going to get into that debate with you because I agree with you there. But did you work in the fields and detassel corn in Iowa?
No, I didn't.
And
So
who
how is
does
that an
that?
argument against me if it's not an argument against Trump?
But who does that now?
Who does that? Machines.
Not just machines, but you're right. Machines are-
Practically. Like my grandpa owns a farm. Well, he's dead now. He owned a farm. Appreciate the woolly out. Thank you so much. And it is the case that he would rent out the farm, right? They rent it out and they utilize machines to go and like to get the corn. It was mainly that.
I'm getting back to a point where there's an argument that there are jobs that white people don't want to do or Caucasians won't do.
I don't like using the argument that like there are jobs that people don't want to do. The argument that I would bring is that undocumented immigrants, documented immigrants in the country increase the productive capacity of an economy, which means that they're not taking jobs from people. They're creating jobs, right? In the same way that everyone else is.
Well, let's look at the landscaping business in Los Angeles directly. Let's start there. So if I was going to run a landscaping business, I would probably charge $1,200 to $1,800 a month annually to do, or I mean, I'm sorry, monthly to do the service. But if that market's being driven down by people doing it from $80 to $180 a month, how is that conducive to a better economy when we're already dealing with wage inequality?
Wait, are you saying undocumented immigrants who do it for $80?
Yes,
Okay, so then are you saying that you want to give them a pathway to citizenship so that they can't undercut you? Or that they
Well,
don't have an incentive to undercut you?
I'm trying to approach this without being racist. For instance, the Japanese.
Fuck.
in
That
the
is
late
such a
90s.
crazy thing to say.
What the
honestly.
hell?
Let me ask you,
That
you guys
was
are both
that
in
was
Los
one of the
Angeles.
craziest things I've heard.
No, it's
in
not
a
crazy.
while.
You guys are both in Los Angeles. How many?
No.
How many?
I'm in
10-year-old
Colorado.
Okay, you're in Colorado. Okay, how many Caucasian landscapers have you seen in the last 5 years?
I haven't
Parker?
seen any landscapers.
The only landscapers that I knew were white.
Do you get out of your house?
Yes, but
About every 15th
I'm not like
car
paying
on the road is
I'm
a
not like
10-year-old
paying it. I'm not
Nissan
paying
Frontier
attention.
or
I'm not paying
Toyota
attention.
Tacoma
Listen.
with ladders and brakes off.
I'm not paying attention to like what I don't know who's a landscaper. I don't know. I'm not paying attention like to those types of things. I have no clue.
Also, like you understand, like there's a difference between a recognition of reality, right? That depending on like particular like careers, jobs, etc. Like there's you can literally observe different like racial demographics, and some of the causes for this is systemic pressures, such as socioeconomic imbalances.
You guys can't beat me on this debate.
I am talking. Thank you, quite frankly.
You're losing. You're losing. You're talking, but you're losing.
I don't even like know what the debate is. I'm just kind of having a conversation. I would love it if I could speak and you could listen without doing this
Go ahead.
online weird shit.
Go ahead.
Like you could literally like observe reality and denote the fact that there's like different like racial demographics dependent upon like a job or career path. You could also try to explain why there's different racial demographics and different job or career paths. Possible explanations can exist insofar as like socioeconomic imbalances based upon different racial demographics due to historical oppression, paths of immigration, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like you could go on all day, but the point is what are you trying to say?
We bring in all of our farm workers from out of the country to do the work.
Zero.
because-
That's not true. It's not all of our farm workers. That's insane. One, two, as it relates to that. If it is the case that that's true, then are you saying that you're going to undercut everyone's food supply
Also,
in the United States by advocating to mass deport people?
Also, you understand like why, right? So we don't bring in, but the reason why there's like a disproportionate amount of like undocumented migrants working on farms compared to working like corporate blue collar, like white collar jobs is the fact that like farm workers are like definitely not paid that much money for the labor input into the job. And what we'll see is a trend: the lower your socioeconomic standards are, the more likely you are to output higher levels of labor for lower levels of income. And we could an association between like lower socioeconomic standings and like migrants that come into our country to chase the American dream to have a higher socioeconomic standing. But what does that have to do with your point?
Well, I've been laying a foundation the entire time because you guys are really smart. You know, everything you've learned in school. You like to use big words like empirical. I hear Parker always saying, well, what's your empirical evidence? And what I've just demonstrated in laying the foundation of the lowest end dirty hand work is you guys have no empirical experience. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no experience at all. Parker can't even change a tire.
What? So me not being able to change a tire is
you don't
somehow
have the
relevant to my
ability
knowledge on politics?
to debate the lower end of the economy, which I'm trying to get the point across.
I
to both
absolutely
of you.
can. I have an economics degree, right? How are you going to tell me?
Exactly.
Can you tell me what a
But
tariff is?
empirically, you have no. You said you've never seen a landscaper on the
how do you
freeway
change
in
your
LA,
car's oil?
bruh.
I'm not
How do you
paying
change
attention
your
to those
car's
things.
oil?
That's one. That's not how we judge.
So
things
you're not paying
empirically.
attention to the economy or immigration.
What, you understand? That's not how we judge things empirically. And seeing the like what someone looks like who's a landscaper, that's not how you judge the economy. When I was learning economics, that's not something that we studied. Please tell me how that's relevant.
It's relevant to immigration and the economy. I just explained it to you.
How is me identifying that there is a white landscaper or not relevant to how the economy works?
There are tens of thousands of landscapers in LA. I was a landscaper in $1,800 per account in Dallas, Texas. I can't even go into that industry because illegal immigrants
How is this
have destroyed
relevant?
the market.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
No,
you understand the
have
undocumented?
zero
Listen,
experience.
listen. Let me
You
explain.
speak on this.
Let me
You
explain.
have zero experience. You said you don't even recognize a landscaper on the street, so you can't say that, bro.
I have a question.
No,
I actually have a
specifically
You
question.
have
leads
no
those-
clue.
No, what leads to those conditions is terrible lawmakers that create conditions where undocumented immigrants do not have a pathway to citizenship. Because if they did have a pathway to citizenship, there would be no incentive on their behalf specifically to undercut you in any meaningful way. You want to actually respond to that? So do you want to increase access to a pathway to citizenship, or do you just want to specifically sit here and blame immigrants for an issue that lawmakers created?
You think overnight in 24 hours you're going to make them all legal?
I think that you can have a pathway to citizenship for people who are in the country
And
who
you
have not
think
committed a
that's gonna
bad crime or a
change
violent
the
crime,
debate?
and that absolutely would create conditions that are better off for workers. If you don't want people to serve as a quote-unquote underclass of people who are working at lower rates, at lower conditions, right, in bad conditions, right, because we don't have legal pressures on it, well, then let's create legal pressures by giving them a pathway to citizenship without saying that you're going to deport them and their children.
And then they're going to raise all their wages to defeat this wage inequality and let us all get back into that market again?
No, the point is that creates different incentives within the labor market, specifically for individuals that were undocumented immigrants that are now citizens of the country, where they specifically don't have any incentive to undercut you under the market because they can get themselves a greater level of profit by charging more. You don't understand economics at all. I'm explaining to you how the economics works of it.
I understand.
And you're sitting there like you have no experience. You have no experience without economics functions at all. You have no experience with these types of conversations. I engage with these types of conversations all the
You
time.
don't understand it.
I'm explaining it to you right now.
When the Asians came into California,
Asians came into California. That's like such a crazy thing.
In the late 90s, legally, and took over the pool business in Los Angeles. They drove that market down, and they were here legally, and they did it on purpose to take all the business.
Discretion.
Do you follow what I'm saying?
You're saying that there was a conspiracy amongst Asian people to come in the country and
No, it's
devalue
not a
certain U.S. labor
conspiracy.
markets.
I'm telling you, this is why
That's what you just said. That's what you just said. I'm trying not to sound racist, but then you literally just said, like, right, the Asians
It's
are
not a
coming into the
conspiracy,
country.
bro. Bring up Google.
You said the Asians are coming into the country purposefully conspiring to lower conditions within a labor market for U.S. citizens. That's what you just said. That's literally racism. What are you talking about? You have no evidence that's happening, that they're conspiring. Like, what the fuck is this shit, dude?
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I just want to put it out there.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
About like lower wages.
Why don't you
A lot more
Google
than
it?
you.
Parker,
Hey,
Google
wait,
it right now.
dude,
Parker,
hey,
Google it right now.
Hey,
He's
Parker,
crashing
Google
out.
it right now.
Just give me 5 seconds. Just give me 5 seconds.
Parker, you have no idea
Hey,
what you're talking
hey,
about.
hey,
Zero. No idea.
Do
You're
unions,
so mad. You need a safe
do
space?
do unions achieve higher wages for employees?
Of course.
Do unions achieve higher wages for employees because they give the employees more bargaining power against the employer?
Good way of explaining it, Dean.
It is.
You guys need to learn how to change the
Do
fucking
unions achieve higher? I know how to change a tire. I probably know more about mechanics than
I
you.
bet-
Just
no,
saying. Do unions achieve higher wages for employees because they gain more bargaining power against employers?
Did you take power mechanics?
Hey, Jesus Christ, listen.
dude. Answer the question. But I've
Literally,
Did you take auto
being
mechanic?
a legal immigrant, having U.S. citizenship gives you more bargaining power. Dean's point is if you have more bargaining power on behalf of the labor market, then you can obviously ask for a higher wage and will ask for a higher wage.
Parker,
because
we
you'll
have
profit more.
1.8 million
there's
illegal
another-
immigrants in Los
And then there's another part of it. So not only do undocumented migrants have less bargaining power than citizens under like fear or threat of being reported to immigration authorities, all right, but it's also the case that because of the fear of deportation, the fear of losing your livelihood, one is more likely to accept lower wages.
Well, number one, they're not in fear. Number two, Parker does like to mute people when they're destroying
What?
the debate. That's a fact.
Have you ever met an undocumented migrant before?
Yeah, I hire
Have you
him,
ever-
brother. I hire him.
Okay.
I hire him.
Wait, so should you be
I
fine?
hire him.
Should you be
Have I
fine?
ever met one? Not only have I met
Should
one,
you be fine?
I got
So should you be
upwards
fined?
of 100 friends in the San Fernando Valley.
Should you be fined? Should you be fined for hiring undocumented immigrants?
Here, I gotta go. I gotta head off.
Okay.
Chat.
So
Love
to the
you all.
answer to your
Parker's
question
the
is
debating of
yes,
the day.
Dean.
Peace
I
out,
know a
everyone.
lot of them. How many do you know, Dean?
Wait. No, Jesus Christ. Listen. Can you answer the question? Do you think that you should be fined for hiring undocumented immigrants?
That's not possible because if it was against the law, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, okay. So then you don't think that you should be fined for literally hiring undocumented immigrants?
Not
but
until
you
you
think that
make it
undocumented
illegal.
immigrants should be deported.
If you
It is
make it
illegal.
you can
It is
fine them.
illegal. If they're undocumented, it is currently designated as illegal.
And you know this gets back to my point, Parker, about when I asked you if your mom and dad made you mow the grass.
Well, I just want to let you know you admitted to a crime on my live stream.
I don't care. That's not a
The
crime.
author-
What do
the
you mean? I admitted
authorities-
to a crime.
the
It's not against
authorities-
the law.
Listen,
It's not
the
a crime.
authorities can use this video in a court of law to justify that you have committed a crime.
It's not a crime.
It
It's not a
actually is.
So every high-end millionaire celebrity and producer in the Hollywood Hills who has an illegal housekeeper are all committing crimes. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Criminal and civil
They are?
penalties, subsection 1324AF provides that any person or entity that engages in a pattern of practice of above violations shall be fined not more than $3,000 for each unauthorized worker.
Okay.
Imprisoned for not more than 6 months of the entire pattern or practice or both.
Well,
So you
I'm
could
shaking in my
even
boots.
possibly be imprisoned.
I'm shaking in my boots. Who's the housekeeper that works for your parents?
I don't have a housekeeper.
Your parents don't have a housekeeper?
No.
Okay. I don't know how wealthy you are. I'm assuming you're wealthy because you don't have dirty hands. You know what I mean?
What?
And if, well,
You have dirty hands?
yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
You're from
That's
Iowa.
weird,
You
bro.
should understand
That's
that.
weird.
man
That's
is
weird,
not
bro.
man.
No wonder why women don't want to be around you, dude.
Dude, what are you gonna do when something breaks in your house and you can't fix it? You're just gonna call somebody?
someone. Yes.
You're gonna call an illegal immigrant to come over and fix it?
I'll call someone who is legally set up through a business.
And how are you gonna vet that?
How do they have a corporation?
Okay, so you're only gonna use corporations to do that? So you're supporting the problem in this country? Corporations?
You understand that there can be smaller corporations, and S corp can identify through smaller businesses or larger businesses.
So you're not gonna
You're
make that
associating
decision
you're
based-
associating the word corporation with large corporation.
So you're not gonna base that you're not gonna call a handyman up and help the mom and pops out?
They're likely operating through the context of a corporation.
That's not true. This is what I mean by experience.
Legally,
Like,
either
these-
that or a sole proprietorship.
these
But
are
they're
the
likely set up
experiences.
through an S corp.
So do you want, if you have to have an outlet change, do you want to pay $475 to do it, or you want to pay $75 to do it?
It depends on how much labor I would have to put into that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not asking if you can do it because we know you can't do it. I'm talking about who you're going to pay to do it. Are you going to call around and get prices?
Yeah, I'd probably look around. I don't know why that's relevant to you. Let me ask you a question.
You don't know why.
Let me ask you a question. When your significant
other,
when your significant other has something going wrong or says that you did something wrong, how are you going to respond? Are you going to have the emotional intelligence to be able to comfort someone, to be able to identify accountability, to apologize,
I've been married for
and to
14
offer
years.
solutions?
I've been married for 14 years. If she calls me from the freeway with her tire flat, I go fix it. If
Yeah,
the
that's your
electrical outlet's
idea.
bad,
If that's your idea of emotional intelligence, I'm pretty sure the communication within that relationship is not the basis of that relationship, and instead it's probably something related to religion.
what?
Yeah.
I'm not religious.
Bravo. Sounds like you have a vast knowledge of emotional intelligence, a vast array of emotional intelligence.
What are you talking about?
Your
What is
idea
this right now?
of conflict resolution was that you can change a tire. That sounds very emotionally intelligent.
Dude, you have no idea what you're talking about right now. You're literally making no sense.
Yeah, to an idiot.
To an idiot, you want to have an IQ test live, me against you right now, one-on-one, and see who has a higher IQ? I challenge you right now.
Can I ask you a question?
I challenge you right now in front of 7,000 people.
Okay, I'll give you the first question.
No, listen, boy. Let's right now.
I'll give you the first question. The first question is how many holes do women typically have below the waist?
Scared to have an IQ.
How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
Scared. This boy is scared.
You're scared to
have
answer. You're
He
scared
just
to
called me
answer.
an idiot, and he's scared in front of 7,000
You're scared to
people
answer.
having
Answer the question. I asked you an
IQ
IQ.
test. Me
IQ.
against you right now, live.
I
right
asked
now,
you a question.
Right now,
Answer the
on
question,
live
then.
TikTok. This kid
Then
is
answer
scared.
the question.
This little smart
Then answer
kid
the
is
question.
scared.
I'm asking
this
you.
This little smart kid is scared. This little kid is scared to have an IQ to
Answer the question. How
after
many?
he accused me of being an idiot.
How many holes do women
I'm not
typically
playing
have
that
below
game
the
with
waist?
you. Let's have an IQ.
That's an IQ test. I'm asking
and see
you
who
an
scores
IQ.
higher. Let's see who scores
This is an
higher,
IQ.
brother.
This is an
Let's
IQ
see
test
who
question.
scores higher, brother.
Are you crashing out? Are you okay?
Dude, me against you.
You're
IQ
crashing out, dude.
contest.
I'm asking you a question right now.
7,000 people live right now. I'm the idiot. Let's see who the
Paige,
idiot
thank you for
is.
the $3. Thank you so much.
Let's see who the idiot is.
I know. I'm asking you a question right now. Would you like to answer?
I'm not taking your IQ test. I'm telling you, let's take an accredited IQ test.
Then answer my question.
You
Answer my
against me.
question.
What's your
Just answer my question.
What's your question?
How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
Why are you asking that?
Just answer the question.
You want to ask a sexual question on TikTok?
That's
You
not-
want me to
that's-
be
it's-
descriptive?
Hey, it's anatomy. That's not
Do you
sexual.
want me to be descriptive?
That's not sexual. That's anatomy.
Okay, well, we got multiple holes in the vagina. You got an asshole. What else do you want to know?
Wait, can you tell me how many?
How many?
Multiple in the vagina is crazy. Now, can you tell me
Your
how many?
IQ contest, you want me to tell you about where they pee from and where your cock
No,
goes in
just-
their pussy and on it? You want me to
Can
tell
you
you
just tell
about
me the names?
Tube? You
Give me
want me
how
to tell
many-
you
how
the
many and
most
what are the
dangerous
names?
Part of if you have sex with your girlfriend, there's a chance that your egg can get caught in the fallopian tube and it could kill her. What do you want me to break down the whole anatomy of a vagina?
I'm just
not an
asking
idiot,
you a
bro.
question.
I will
How many
destroy
holes?
you in an IQ test.
How
you
many
have
holes?
no chance against me. You
How many
claim I'm
holes?
the idiot, but you
How many
fear
holes?
taking an IQ test with me right now.
How many holes?
Why are you afraid, bro?
You're not answering the question. You're crashing
Why are
out.
you afraid?
You're literally crashing out and afraid to answer my
Asking
question.
a man how many holes in a vagina or
No,
how
I
many
didn't
holes
say
are in the
I
bottom
said-
of a female
I said-
is
listen.
retarded, especially
Oh,
from
so you're
someone
gonna
who
use a
can't
slur?
change a tire.
Wow, it's very, very pro Jesus to use slurs. Crazy. He couldn't answer the question, dude. IQ test, but he can't answer the question. Like, do you realize how insane that is? Do you realize how insane that is? Do you tap that screen? Everyone's run up to 500,000 likes. Share the live as well, everyone. Fill up the bar a few times. It should help get out some more people. We have 7.5 thousand people. It seems like we have push today, chat. Ari, thank you so much for pushing the hand hearts. Do you see how like it's actually pushing out? It's crazy. I don't know why TikTok is like not working some days. If you want to support me, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree in the bio, everyone. All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
What's your birth year?
2005.
What state do you live in?
New York.
What time is it?
Manhattan.
All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Keep tapping that screen. Fill the bar up a few times by tapping the screen, everyone. Let's get this next person up here real quick. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Sid, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much. All right, let's get this next person up here, everyone. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 20.
Did you vote Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why so?
Because personally, I believe, I think we're better off as a country anti-corrupt. I think corrupt government gets us nowhere, and I think Trump's the most anti-corrupt we got right now.
Really? What indicates to you that someone's corrupt?
What indicate? Hold on, let me leave this game. I'm playing Fortnite right now.
Yeah. So, like, what indicates to you that someone is corrupt?
I don't know. Let me think about that. I think big. I don't know. You got me there. Big word. Yeah. No, you got me there. I don't know. I can't give you a really concrete answer, but
Okay,
I can tell you that. What's that?
Can you give me a reason you support Trump?
I like him. I think he's the most honest guy we got in politics right now.
He's the most honest. Did you know he had 30,000 confirmed lies under his first administration? He cheated on every single one of his wives. He said that he wouldn't have sexually abused E. Jean Carroll because she's quote unquote not his type, but then in a deposition mistook her with his ex-wife, indicating that they're both either his type or both not his type, indicating he lied. He also lied about the election, said that the election was stolen in 2020 with no sufficient evidence. 60 plus court cases indicated no sufficient evidence to overturn the election. He's like got a history of being a pathological liar. So for you to say he's honest is, I don't know, a little bit off of the point.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, sure. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. To be honest, I didn't even think you'd add me. So,
So like, do you regret voting for Trump?
I don't regret it yet.
You know that prices are going to go up, right?
Anything can happen. I don't know. I don't think they'll go up.
Do you know what a tariff is?
I do.
What is it?
A tax of sort that is put on outsourced goods from other countries.
So it's tax on an imported good.
Maybe.
Do you think that they increase domestic production?
Yeah, I would assume so.
How so?
Because if companies aren't willing to pay a rate, a higher rate to ship to us, we're gonna produce more ourselves for cheaper.
Okay, so you understand that it is the case that the production costs are higher in the United States right now, and that's why there hasn't been the production in the United States, and instead it's produced other places because they have a comparative advantage in producing that particular good.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Stuff can definitely be produced for cheaper than
not in the United States. Yeah,
correct. Like in China.
So then that would mean that if you decrease the level of imported goods, that decreases the supply overall, which causes the price to go up. M. Tasker, thank you so much. I appreciate the $3. Thank you.
No, I'm with you.
So again, if you agree that prices would go up by the use of a tariff, and Donald Trump is advocating for 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and he's advocating for a 10% on China, and he even brought up 10 to 20% universal tariffs under his administration, well then wouldn't that be like the fact that he's saying he's going to increase prices? Push that message. Thank you.
I'm not sure that they will. I think companies I think other countries. No, I'm not saying they would, but I'm not.
Kimberly, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. What'd you say?
Man, I don't know enough about this. You got me here. I hope you. I don't know.
If you haven't heard any better arguments than what I'm giving you right now, why don't you accept what I just said?
I do accept what you're saying.
Okay, so then do you regret voting for Trump because what Donald Trump is advocating?
He hasn't even stepped in office, man. It's too early to tell.
He's been in office in the past.
Yeah.
And what he did was bad, right? Him as a person, who he is a bad person. He was held civilly liable of forcibly penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina against her will.
I've never heard it put that way, but okay, yeah, that is terrible. Yeah, I don't support that.
So then, like, obviously you wouldn't want to vote for Donald Trump. I mean, is there anything you could say specifically that Kamala Harris has done that is as bad or exceeds specifically what I've brought about specifically about Donald Trump? And if you can't identify anything that is as bad or worse for Kamala Harris, well, then why do you indicate specifically Donald Trump is the better candidate and that you would vote for him?
Ideally, I would prefer like a probably if there was a primary of sorts, I would have put in my vote for like a Vivek type. Ideally.
Are you saying because she's a woman?
No. I just don't think she's very smart.
Why is she not smart?
Well, she kind of talks like me. She's not. She's not trained. You're a trained speaker. You are very good at talking.
Yeah, she sounds exactly like I do. If you watch the debates,
No.
yeah, absolutely. If not better, right? If you watch the debate specifically, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, she dog walked him. I think she did better than I could have
She
done.
absolutely did. She got under his skin and she played the
It
game.
wasn't just getting under his skin; it was addressing almost every point that was relevant.
I don't think that was an honest debate, though. Do you?
How so? I think it was a totally honest debate.
I think that
And Donald Trump got dog walked, and he has to act like it's not honest or it's not a good enough debate or there's something wrong outside of the context of him because he cannot admit accountability at all. Zero
no, I'll give you
accountability.
that. He can't. No, I'll give you that. Absolutely.
I've heard from very staunch Trump supporters that she won that debate by far.
No, me and my family absolutely thought she won that. She played the game, like she took the moral high ground and was like,
No one recognizes that. No one acknowledges that at all. That was a live setting.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you, yeah, absolutely. Why do you read these comments?
Sometimes.
I don't feel very good about these. These are kind of mean.
Well, that's the internet for you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Welcome to my daily life.
Yeah, I see that, dude. It sucks. God. You go on. Find somebody else that's smarter than me.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Keep tapping that screen. Keep sharing the live. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 34.
Did you vote Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why so?
Because Trump is an amazing leader.
What's your profile picture?
That's Trump and Jesus.
Why?
Why not?
Why specifically Trump in that photo?
Why is your background Trump?
Because I'm debating people that think that he's a good person.
Right. And I'm a supporter of Trump and Jesus.
But it's almost like you think that Jesus is like anointing Trump of something.
I mean, he might be.
Okay. All right. So let's go through this conversation. Can you name one Trump policy that he influenced to get passed that you think was good?
I like his taxation policy. Puts more money in my pocket.
What was the name of his taxation policy?
I don't recall the exact name. I just know my taxes are lower.
Do you think your taxes are too high right now?
No, they're okay right now.
They're good?
Yeah, he said he's going to lower them some more, though.
Really? Do you make under 400,000 a year?
Well, I don't necessarily want to disclose that, but
I mean, is there like a big issue?
I mean, I just don't want to, I don't want to talk about my finances.
So do you make more than that?
I mean, I might. Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, so you don't.
No, I don't.
So then if you don't, then you understand that you would be increasing taxes on yourself because tariffs would cause your prices to go up.
If he implements them.
Okay, so he's not going to implement one of the main things he was running on? Then you're
I
saying he's
mean-
not going to use their ability to engage in content creation. Nathan, thank you so much for the $1 on Cash App. Thank you. I appreciate it. Debate the old heads that think that LeBron is the GOAT. I could run a LeBron is the GOAT debate. That'd be fun sometime. Do you plan to go to college? I've already graduated college. I have a degree in economics. I graduated not this last semester that just happened, but the one before it. So I graduated in 2024. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18,
What's your birth year?
2006.
So what do you mean Parker lost his job? What are you saying?
Because you're not making any money anymore. You're doing like those like battles things more because you're making less money.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so I'm making no money, is what you said?
Less. And now you're desperate. You're like less active on the debate scene. You're just trying to like
Moment,
squeeze.
thank you so much for the fireworks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm less active. You know, I go live every day, right?
Nah.
I
Like, you
literally go
don't
live
debate
every
less,
day.
You're just trying to squeeze money out of your fans.
Sid, thank you so much for the media shower. Thank you so much, Sid. I appreciate it. What do you mean by then why don't
You're
I do
explaining to
TikTok?
people.
Can you answer why don't I do TikTok shop?
Why'd you vote for Kamala?
Before we talk about Kamala, can you answer the question? Why don't I do TikTok shop?
Kamala. Sorry.
Why don't I do TikTok shop?
Because you're probably bad at it. You might not have the skills needed.
There's no skills required. I would just have to put it at the very bottom and just tell people to do it. There's no skill required. What are you talking about?
Well,
I just get commission on what people do.
It's probably about money. Something about money. I don't see you.
I would make more money through TikTok shop.
I don't think you have like feelings for your fans.
If I answer my question though, what did I just say? Can you repeat to me what I said
about the TikTok shop?
Yeah. Why don't I do TikTok shop?
I already answered your questions about 10 times. Probably something to do with money.
I would make more money through TikTok shop.
Yeah, but maybe you'll lose your fans or something. I don't know.
Appreciate that mustache. Thank you. Well, why would I lose fans?
Because your integrity would just drop, dude.
Why would my integrity drop?
Okay. Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not trying to squeeze money out of everything, and I just haven't set it up.
It's because of your like public reputation, I guess. That's why you don't want.
I don't think it would be harmful to my public reputation to have TikTok shop at the bottom of the screen.
Criticized, but people are still noticing that you're doing battles more.
Okay, what's the issue with that though?
Because they're fun.
What do you think? You so much for the dollar. Are you a fan? Are you always gonna be around? Elena, thank you so much for the $10 because you pressured me into giving this money. What do you think for the dollar for squeezing you? Zoe, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much for Fine Pucker. Here's my money.
Yeah.
So, are you a fan? Like, do you watch my lives all the time?
Yeah, dude. I'll yeah.
Have I squeezed money out of you yet?
No, I haven't sent you a penny. I will never send you a penny.
How come? You're a fan. I thought I squeezed money out of all my fans.
I just like hearing debates because I'm very educated on politics and philosophy and economics.
Mm-hmm. But it just sounds like you watch a lot of my stuff, and I haven't squeezed money out of you. So can you explain to me how it is the case that if I'm not squeezing everyone for money, that you watched for free? Leon, thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you so much, Leon.
What you said was that it's more fun. Why are you doing the battles?
It's fun.
That's not why. That is not why.
Wait. I have a question. Why don't? So then answer this question. Why don't I do battles with other people than Dean?
What is like your revenue per stream?
Can you answer the question? Why don't I do battles with other people than Dean? Right, other than like my friends, like Matt.
Because he's popular. That's why you do battles. That's why you're friends with him in the first place.
So listen. Couldn't I just go find other people to do that are popular to do battles with?
Not friends with him. You don't.
Leon, think of the galaxy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Or like a real friendship.
We don't have a real friendship, dude. Now you're denying that like Dean and I are friends, bro. Dude, how conspiratorial are you?
Kind of fake. It's all about TikTok. It's a TikTok friendship.
No, we're actually friends. Like we actually FaceTime off of TikTok.
You have a TikTok accent. You're just a TikTok guy. You never.
And you know that before Dean was very popular, that I still did battles with him.
What sports do you do?
You know that like before Dean was very popular, I still did battles with him. Here's the cap. Also, I don't do battles with other people who are popular, so I could be making more money and doing battles with other people. But I just do it with Dean because I think it's fun and he's a friend.
Answer my question. Huh? Why do you do TikTok battles all the time now? More.
I don't do them all the time. Why do I do it more? Because we have more time because it's not next to the election.
Nah, it's because you're making less money. That's why.
Why would that be the case?
Because it's your only.
I think I'm making enough money. I think I'm fine.
I probably make more than
Rebecca, thank you so much for the $20. How much do you make? Rebecca, thank you so much. Give some W's for Rebecca in the comment section for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I appreciate it. And Hale, thank you so much for the corky. Just tell me. You said you make so much money. Just tell me how much.
How much do you make?
I'm asking you. You're the one who said you made so much. I just said that I'm fine.
I don't have to answer your question.
Okay. So then why'd you bring it up? Why'd you brag if you don't want to tell us?
Because you're just gonna say you make more than that when you probably don't. You're just lying.
Really? Just tell me.
What's your
I'm
business?
50. Rebecca said, I'm a 53-year-old mom who listens almost daily. I find it highly entertaining and educational. It keeps me informed and connected with the younger generation as well. I appreciate you, Dean, and Harry for keeping me entertained. Squeeze away. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you think about Dean saying all those
Emma,
slurs?
thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Zoe, thank you so much for the $2.
What do
I
you think
appreciate
about
it.
Dean saying all of those slurs?
Yeah.
Just
So when
answer
he,
the question.
yes, yeah, of course,
You're
yeah.
not
When he was,
answering my question.
I'm answering right now. Yeah. So when he was younger, he's done bad things. He absolutely did, and I think it's wrong. Those things are wrong. And
Okay, but
he
you,
has
you
educated
criticize
himself.
Donald Trump.
He's educated himself. He's advocated against those things, and he's changed as a person. I believe that people can change and do better when it comes to certain things like that, right? And he absolutely has. Donald
It's all
Trump,
for
in
money.
terms
It's
of his
all for money.
racism, has never acknowledged.
Donald Trump is real.
Donald Trump, in accordance with his racism, has never acknowledged it and never taken accountability, never educated people to do otherwise. He's continually perpetuated it
Donald
over and
Trump
over
been,
again without
racist?
acknowledging it, doing better, or educating people and himself. Rogues, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the $5 since you're pressuring donations.
Like that was like a bunch of like non-substantive yap.
What did I say? Can you tell me what I just said?
Well, I didn't listen because it was just
Exactly.
shit.
Appreciate the hand art. So like you not listening to what I'm saying doesn't make what I just said illegitimate. It also shows that you just didn't care to listen to what I'm saying. So you
Yeah,
came
you
up
a
here
feminist.
to rage bait. You didn't come up here to have a meaningful dialogue.
You
So
a
if
fe-
anything,
okay.
actually, I'm just gonna let you know. You say that I'm the person coming up here and doing all of the things for money. I think you're doing this for money. You're doing this for attention. I
Nah,
think
I'm
that's what you're
bored.
doing. I
I'm
think
bored, bro.
yeah. So you're doing this for attention and money. Is that what you're doing?
For money,
Are you doing this for attention?
not for attention, but I'm
Are you
bored.
saying your parents don't give you enough attention, so you have to go seek it
I
from
don't
me
live
on
with
the
my
internet?
parents. Okay, and don't talk about my parents because you don't know what you're talking about there, dude. Like, just shut up.
Your significant other doesn't give you enough attention.
I don't have a significant other.
Surprising.
I have multiple.
That would mean that you have a significant other, genius. And
I
also,
have multiple significant others.
yeah, so that means you have at least a significant other. Okay.
Okay, smart ass.
And honestly, like, can you tell me the difference between a monogamous relationship and a polyamorous relationship?
Poly what?
You don't know the difference. Okay, so I specifically said that term, by the way, so that
You know a lot
to see if
about
you knew the distinction.
economics, right?
I like how you don't even know what that is. So obviously you don't have
Economics.
multiple partners.
Define
So here's my
economics.
question. Here's my
Define
question.
economics.
Are you okay? Do you want me to do you want to address what I just said, or do you just want to keep asking obscure questions like the definition of economics, which was not relevant to anything else that I said? I can define economics. I have no issue with it, but I just I don't. So you obviously don't know. So are you cheating on your
is
partner?
multiple.
Are you cheating on your partner?
Poly is multiple.
So are you cheating on your partner?
Well, it's an open relationship.
It's an open relationship. Okay. Okay. And do they know it's open?
Yes, they're open.
And to clarify, I have a question. How many holes do women typically have below the waist?
Below the waist. So the urethra is separate to the vagina hole, and then they have the asshole.
What? Dude, I'm surprised you got that one. Wow, dude. That's crazy.
How many continents?
Have you
are there?
7? Have you found the clit yet?
Absolutely, it's under the clitoral hood.
Did you wait? I have a question. Did you study up on that just for coming onto my platform? Because I asked those questions.
Study about what?
Because you watch me a lot, right? Did you study
No,
up
I'm
on those
already
questions just to come up on my
intelligent.
live?
Naturally
Did you
intelligent.
not know them prior and only look them up because I brought it up on the live?
No, I did not ask.
That's so
ChatGPT.
cap. That's so cap. Dude.
Now you're just making things up because you're getting distracted.
Okay.
Let me ask you questions. Let me ask
buddy.
you questions. See if you're smart enough.
Yeah.
What are the four?
I have a question. Do you
factors
think
of
I have a real
production?
job?
What are the four?
Do you think I have a real job?
No,
No.
absolutely.
So can you
not.
define a real job?
Absolutely not.
Can you
You're not
define
even
a real job?
Person. You're not a real.
I'm not a real person.
You don't know what a real life is like because you're just.
What is real life?
Boy.
I grew up in a conservative
smart.
Christian household, right?
Yeah, and you left them.
Okay. So that doesn't mean I. You just said I was like I grew up woke. No, I grew up in a conservative Christian household. I used to be a
That's
Trump
not what I
supporter.
said. Broke.
You said I'm broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
what your living is
Are you using
what?
that as like an insult? Are you
What
just
else
like
is gonna be?
classist?
Classes?
Yeah, like you're like using broke as an insult. That's like really weird. And
Oh,
like
okay.
honestly, it just shows that like you're out of touch. And like you need to go outside and touch
Well, I think
grass.
you're weird because weird is subjective.
You need to go outside and touch grass, dude. Honestly,
Wait,
if you
what?
use broke as an
Are you
insult,
at, what sports do you do?
wait, do you want to answer my question? What's the definition
You're
of a real
asking me to
job?
touch grass. What sports do you do?
I play zero sports. All I do is sit inside
Exactly, dude. I
and
play
debate
three.
people
I
all
play
day
three.
and
So
watch movies with my girlfriend.
You're a
That's all
loser.
I do.
You're a bum. So shut up.
Yeah, I agree. Now, so can you answer the question? Only people that you like have to have real
You
jobs.
haven't talked to me about politics.
Wait.
Let's
What's
talk
your
about
job?
politics.
What do you do for work?
I don't have to tell you.
Just tell me.
An area of consultancy.
Okay. Well, couldn't I just say that you don't have a real job?
Well, dude, I work for a firm. Like that's just,
Okay. So
Okay, what would you define it as? A job?
you understand that I also work in a corporation, right?
What, TikTok?
No, my own corporation.
The CCP company.
No, I have my own
Yes.
corporation.
Oh yeah.
Can't really
whatever.
think of the dollar. Thank you so much. So legally,
Donation.
I do work through a
It's
business.
pathetic, bro. It's pathetic. Fucking. Like,
How is it
limited-
pathetic? Okay, so now you're saying it is a real job. It's just pathetic. Now, if you think it's pathetic for me to
It's
go
an
on live,
occupation. That's-
if
it's an
if you think it's
occupation where you can earn
here,
money.
listen to this real quick. If you
job, like you're not, like, dude. It's
you want to
just.
chill out before, do you think it's pathetic?
I can't hear you, dude.
Sorry, there you go. Do you think it's pathetic for me to go on live and perpetuate ideas that I think that are good, that impact people in a positive way,
Free speech.
and to like do what I love? Do you think that that's
freedom of speech, First Amendment right? But
so
okay.
then what do you think?
I think.
So it is a real job.
It's not a real job, dude. You earn money, you earn donations for not liking Donald Trump. That's not a job, dude.
It's not just for not
This
liking
is
Donald
just
Trump.
an
It's because I provide a unique service. You understand that there's a distinction, right? There are plenty of people on the internet that specifically don't like Donald
But
Trump.
what I'm saying is, you're
Right?
out of
I come on
touch.
live and I
The whole
educate
point of
people
me
through
saying it's
debates.
not a real
I
job
entertain
is because
people
I
through
think
debates, so that you understand that there's a distinction, right?
The whole reason I'm saying that you don't have a real job is
Love,
because
thank you for the
you're out
galaxy.
of
Thank you so
touch.
much. And Elena, thank you
don't know
so
what
much
it's
for
like
the
to have a real
$25 for your real job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ebba, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think I kind of did a little bit today, but maybe some days. I don't know. I'll maybe pick a specific day. Stephanie, thank you so much for the $1 for Parker Get a Job. # Parker Get a Job. Thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you
These
so much. I
guys
appreciate it.
are mindless.
They're paying me for my real job.
They're punks.
Says you spend all your time in my live. You just said that.
What? I've been here for like 15 minutes.
No, how many days out of the week do you watch me? Where's the box?
Bro, I don't watch you that much. I don't even go on TikTok that much.
Well, then how were you able to evaluate?
I have like 2 followers. I have like 2 followers, dude.
Well, you said that I did certain things on my live typically.
Yes, 'cause
So that
it's
means that
like-
you've watched my live on plenty of occasions. You even self-prescribed yourself as a fan. You said you like the debates.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so why are you trying to distance yourself from that now?
No, I think you are educated, but I think I'm like maybe more educated than you.
Sure, you can think
I
that or
think-
whatever,
I think
but like,
anyone-
do you
I
agree
think
that I am
anyone can
spreading
do this job.
education? Do you agree that I am spreading education?
To people that really need an education, yeah, they should just go to school or read a book.
Sure. So like, if you agree that I am spreading education, well, then I am providing a service.
But at the same time, dude, these people should be reading books.
So it sounds like you're jealous that I'm able to do that what you want to do, which you can't do.
Hey, dude,
Because
I have
there's
my own
nothing
job.
unique about you.
I have my own job.
Zach,
dude.
thank you so much for the $5 on Cash App. Thank you so much.
And I wouldn't want to show
You're just
my
like you're
fucking
you're
job.
heavily jealous. That's what it is.
jealous.
Yeah.
I love my job, dude.
Yeah,
I love my
you're
life.
only hating me out of spite and jealousy. That's it.
No, I don't like you because your whole life is Donald
And like,
Trump.
here's what I would say: if you
squeeze money out of
like
people.
were thinking that you would want stuff for better for
You
people,
don't have a real
and you
job,
actually
you
fought for
squeeze
stuff to
money
be
out of
better for people, maybe you too someday could get into a position where people specifically would watch you and would engage with your content and education,
Hey, dude,
right? If
I
you
have
actually get into that position in the first place.
1.5K coins or whatever, dude. People like me.
Is that what you tell yourself at night?
People like me in my personal life.
Do you know how much 1.15K is?
1,000.
Neely, thank you so much for the dollar. Thank you so much. Cheyenne, thank you so much. Appreciate the dollar. Thank you so much. Because he's saying you're not a real person. Zach, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. You work for tips just like a bartender or waiter. True. Christian, thank you so much for the dollar.
Hey, dude. Do you like my profile picture?
Okay, do you want me to just kick you because you're acting weird?
No, let's talk.
What is your bio? FTX trader, mentor, message me if you want to make money.
Yeah, I have like a side hustle.
Yeah, that's really fucking cringe. That's like really fucking cringe.
Hey, dude,
you literally you came on my live and you're like, oh my god, it's embarrassing what you do. Why do you do this? And then look at your fucking bio, dude. Look at your bio, dude. That's actually embarrassing, dude.
Hey, dude, let me say something.
That is embarrassing.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm pro-capitalist. I can do whatever I want.
Cool. If you were pro-capitalist, then you wouldn't disagree with the way that I'm making money.
It's a liberal society, but I think it's pathetic.
Wait, are you pro-capitalism or not pro-capitalism? Ryan, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. For Ghost Money for your Ghost job. Thank you so much. Neely, thank you so much for the dollar for educating me because my poli-sci degree classes aren't enough, apparently. Base. Heather, thank you so much for the dollar. Thank you so much.
Milton Friedman, too.
Okay, so then you don't disagree with what I do, and you disagree with Donald Trump's tariffs.
I don't like Donald Trump's tariffs.
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy.
Yep. Even though they increase American production.
Heather, thank you for the dollar. Yeah, but they decrease overall U.S. jobs because they decrease the size of the U.S. economy because they decrease the efficiency of trade.
That's not true.
That is true. That Milton Friedman would agree with that.
Hey, if it increases production, there'll be more demand for labor.
Increasing production doesn't mean that all jobs of the economy increase. You're just talking about one sector of the economy.
Hey, dude, there'll be an increase in price because the prices of the imported goods will be up, and therefore they'll because of the supply curve, they will increase their quantity of supply, and there'll be more for you, dude. You suck.
Wait, hold on. So you can't combat my point, so you want to like go
ad hominem, that's exactly what I did. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because you couldn't combat my point because you're a dumbass.
I'm smarter than you, dude. I've read every,
you don't read more books than me, bro.
Dude, I've read every philosophical
you
inquiry and treaty ever written.
Oh yeah, I bet. How many books do you own?
I have about in my probably like hundreds.
Hundreds, really? So you don't have a number? See, I count all my books, and I'm up to about 500 and some. So I count mine and I catalog them because I have like.
Because you're a weirdo.
Yeah, I am a weirdo. Actually, I love books. I love them to death.
What kind of books do you read, dude? Do you read like philosophy, fiction?
I read history. I read political stuff. I read some philosophy, but not much.
Yeah, and he specializes in cooking books.
Yeah,
he's cooking you right fucking now.
You're weird, dude.
I'm weird. You're the one in my life that
spends
like all this time in my life.
He says I'm weird because of my voice. That's
also, I just want to let you know. What did you just say? Are we? I can't hear you. Can you say it one more time? I can't hear you. What? What are you saying? I can't hear you.
You think what you say?
Aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, Captain. Oh, lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's so weird, dude. You guys are so weird. You guys are cringe. Hey,
that's
dude,
the guy with the.
You like other men? You dance like you like other men.
Is that like bad? Is it bad to be gay?
I think it's weird.
Why is it weird to be gay?
Says the man who wants a fucking child marriage to be legal.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
No, but I think if like in some societies it should be legal, like where it's like where people.
Debbie, thank you so
Wait,
much, Debbie.
what,
Thank you.
Other
what is
decentralized
weird? What
communities.
is weird about being gay?
It's just natural. It's like
What
it's
does
like
natural mean? Can you define
contradicts
natural?
God's creation.
Oh, God. Okay, so are you Christian?
We've already talked about this.
Okay, wait. So then, why isn't adultery that way? Why doesn't
Um,
adultery like contradict God's nature?
well,
It does. So then, do you like condemn Donald Trump, who's an adulterer?
hey, dude, I'm not
Just
like
saying,
the biggest fan of Donald Trump. Trust me, dude. I'm like more right than that.
You're more right than that. That's crazy. Imagine saying you're more right than Donald Trump.
Yeah, but like I don't know, like on some aspects I'm maybe more left, but then on some aspects I'm maybe more right. Like I don't like his support for Israel.
I have a question. Are you an incel?
Hey, dude, I have multiple relationships with women.
You have what?
I have relations with women.
Remember, he's in an open relationship, so
I don't believe it.
he can't commit.
You want me to send you photos? Add me on Snapchat, dude.
Yeah. How about not?
Are you mad that like you being on the live made me money?
I don't really care, dude.
Are you mad that people sent me more money because
We're two
you
different
came on the
people.
live?
I'm doing well for myself.
Grace for $5.
Like,
Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you very
I
much.
just think your job is hilarious. You live a fake life. You're out of touch, and
I live a fake life. What's a fake life?
you haven't lived a real life, dude. It's just
What does that even
scamming
mean?
other
How
people.
do I live a fake life? What the fuck does that even mean?
Because you don't play sports. You sit in your house all day talking about
And a
Trump.
woman hasn't touched your body
whole
since
life.
literally birth.
That's not true. I bet you couldn't make like a woman like finish and stuff. And dude, I told you where the vagina is.
You told me
the
where it
clitoris.
is. Yeah, yeah. And that tells me a lot about you, man. Jesus Christ, dude. That's the bare fucking minimum, dude. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, dude. You think that's like showing of the fact that you could do something?
Hey, dude. So you're so educated on economics. I don't believe that you have a degree. By the way, I don't like. It's probably from some terrible college. If it is,
I don't care.
Erica, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much, Erica. Thank you.
what are the 4 factors of production?
I have a question. What are the 3 elements of nature?
Why are you asking me a different question?
Because we're just asking like obscure things.
Hey,
Also,
D,
Dean wants to talk to you, so I'm gonna while Dean talks to you and absolutely dog walks you repeatedly over and over again, right? He's gonna dog walk you over and over again. I'm gonna like get ready to go see my beautiful girlfriend.
Thank you, Tiffany, for the $15.
I
Thank you
make
so
your
much.
finish this time, Parker.
I'm actually outside waiting for my beautiful girlfriend to get in the car. I actually just had a question for you. So
Hey, dude, I have
here
an
I
open
was-
relationship. I don't have to stay like loyal to one.
Here I was scrolling through my For You page.
Life.
Shut up. Here I was scrolling through my For You page, wanting to watch some political debates to learn more. Okay, what the hell? What do you want to say before I speak?
He has control.
It's so urgent.
Are you mad that like you being on the live made me money?
I don't really care, dude.
Are you mad that people sent me more money because
We're two
you
different
came on the
people.
live?
I'm doing well for
Grace
myself.
for $5.
Like,
Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you very
I
much.
just think your job is hilarious. You live a fake life. You're out of touch, and
I live a fake life. What's a fake life?
you haven't lived a real life, dude. It's just
What does that even
scamming
mean?
other
How
people.
do I live a fake life? What the fuck does that even mean?
Because you don't play sports. You sit in your house all day talking about
And a
Trump.
woman hasn't touched your body
whole
since
life.
literally birth.
That's not true. I bet you couldn't make like a woman like finish and stuff. And dude, I told you where the vagina is.
You told me
the
where it
clitoris.
is. Yeah, yeah. And that tells me a lot about you, man. Jesus Christ, dude. That's the bare fucking minimum, dude. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, dude. You think that's like showing of the fact that you could do something?
Hey, dude, so you're so educated on economics. I don't believe that you have a degree, by the way. I don't like it's probably from some terrible college if it is.
I don't care.
Erica, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much, Erica. Thank you.
What are the 4 factors of production?
I have a question. What are the 3 elements of nature?
Why are you asking me a different question?
Because we're just asking like obscure things.
Hey,
Also,
Dean,
Dean wants to talk to you, so I'm gonna while Dean talks to you and absolutely dog walks you repeatedly over and over again, right? He's gonna dog walk you over and over again. I'm gonna like get ready to go see my beautiful girlfriend.
Thank you, Tiffany, for the $15.
I
Thank you
make
so
you
much.
finish this time, Parker.
I'm actually outside waiting for my beautiful girlfriend to get in the car. I actually just had a question for you. So
Hey, dude, I have
here
an
I
open
was-
relationship. I don't have to stay like loyal to one.
Here I was scrolling through my For You
Relationship.
page.
Life.
Shut up. Here I was scrolling through my For You page, wanting to watch some political debates to learn more. Okay, what the hell? What do you want to say before I speak?
He has control.
It's so urgent.
It's good. Beautiful woman.
Yeah, yeah, no, he did just compliment her. He said,
He did just compliment
your
you,
beautiful
you know what?
girlfriend.
That's exactly what he did, dude.
Okay, see you guys. Have a good night,
All
y'all.
right, dude. Have a good one. Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Parker, thanks for having me up, dude. You take care and you have a good night, okay?
All right, I love y'all so much, everyone. I will see y'all tomorrow. I don't know. I might be live from a different area, so we'll see. I don't know if should I take everything. I might just take everything. Thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link in the bio. I will see everyone tomorrow. Everyone, I love y'all so much. Have a fantastic night, everyone. And peace out, y'all. I love y'all. Ah! Are you mad that like being on the live made me money?
I don't really care, dude.
Are you mad that people sent me more money because
We're
you
two
came
different
on the
people.
live?
I'm doing.
Thank you very
I
much.
just think your job is hilarious. You live a fake life. You're out of touch, and
I live a fake life. What's a fake life?
you haven't lived a real life, dude. It's just
How do I live a fake life? What the fuck does that even mean?
because you play sports. You sit in your house all day talking about.
And a woman hasn't touched your body
whole
since
life.
literally birth.
That's not true. I bet you couldn't make like a woman like finish and stuff. And dude, I told you where the vagina is.
You told me
the
where it
clitoris.
is. Yeah. And that tells me a lot about you, man. Jesus Christ, dude. That's the bare fucking minimum, dude. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, dude. You think that's like showing of the fact that you can do something?
Hey, dude, so you're so educated on economics. I don't believe that you have a degree, by the way. I don't like it's probably from some terrible college if it is.
I don't care.
Erica, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much, Erica. Thank you.
What are the 4 factors of production?
I have a question. What are the 3 elements of nature?
Why are you asking me a different question?
We're just asking like obscure things.
Hey,
Also,
Dean,
Dean wants to talk to you, so I'm gonna while Dean talks to you and absolutely dog walks you repeatedly over and over again, right? He's gonna dog walk you over and over again. I'm gonna like get ready to go see my beautiful girlfriend.
Thank you, Tiffany, for the $15.
I
Thank
make
you so
you
much.
finish this time, Parker.
I'm actually outside waiting for my beautiful girlfriend to get in the car. I actually just had a question for you. So
Hey, dude, I have
here
an open
was-
relationship. I don't have to stay like loyal to one.